Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel and another video of making some progress on the Z, doing some upgrades and some more cool things. So like the title suggests, we're going to be building a dump pipe for the wastegate and making it exit through the side skirt there. So currently the wastegate basically just dumps right to the ground, pretty much just like this. So I'd show you, but you probably couldn't see until I jacked the car up, but it's under there. But I want to route it to come out here, and I want to add a little bit of flair to it to basically look like a teardrop. So most of you have probably seen the teardrop exhausts before. That's what I want to do. So I've got a UJ and a L and this little extra pipe here. So hopefully I have enough pipe, and then this is what I'm going to build the teardrop from. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the front of the car jacked up. I've already been kind of looking at it, seeing my routing. I'm going to probably drill a hole in the back of the side skirt to make clearance for this, and I really just need to jack the front of the car up so I can get some more room. One thing I don't want to do is cut the fender. So it'd be quite easy if I cut the fender kind of through here and came right out, but if I can help it, I don't want to do that, just because I don't want to mess up the OEM fender any more than I might have already done. So if I can avoid cutting in the fender, that will be ideal, and I think I'll be able to get away with it by just cutting a hole in the side skirt either here or up there, and I won't have any issues with like ground clearance. So yeah, that's kind of what I have in mind. Have the teardrop kind of angle back this way, have it come out towards the center, and I'll build some louvers that go around for both sides. So the passenger side will have the wastegate dump. So I'm going to go ahead and jack the car up, start mounting up some pipe, and see how it comes out. So right there is the wastegate, and hopefully you can see the wastegate dump is right there. So basically, again, just basically right at the ground it dumps, kind of like a screamer pipe. And I'll show you from the bottom, it's right there. So all I need to do is kind of angle it this way and have it come out right there. I'm just going to go ahead and loosen the V-band on the screamer pipe, I guess you can call it, and rotate it, start angling it this way, and just start messing with the pipes and see what angle is the best. Make sure I don't get anywhere near the wheel and stuff. You don't have to worry about heat very much, because the wastegate is only used when you're getting on it pretty good, where you're building enough boost to have to let that excess gas flow through the wastegate. So you're only really using the wastegate or the screamer pipe when you're doing two-step or doing a pull. So it's not like it's going to get hot all the time, or really hot at all, unless you're doing a lot of pulls. So I'm going to get to work. Okay, so I've already mocked up the one pipe I was showing earlier by loosening the V-band and angling it over this way. So that's a pretty good straight shot. And now, before I go any further, I'm going to go ahead and try and get this teardrop made. So I watched a couple of YouTube videos. It still doesn't fully make sense to me how to do it, but I think I'm just going to put a piece of tape around this in a straight line around this bend here, and then mark it with a Sharpie, and then cut it out, and we'll see how it turns out. All right, so this is the line that I came up with. I pretty much just winged it. I put these straight pieces of tape like this on both sides and kind of wrapped them around. One side they kind of went on this side, and another piece of tape went on that side, and I kind of connect them the best I could, and it gave me this line here. It's roughed in, but hopefully you can see it, that this is going to be where the teardrop is, that point. So it's actually the bar that I did not put the tape on is the one that I'm going to be making the teardrop from. because I put it on this, that's the top one right here, sorry my thumb's in the way, is where I put the tape. But it's actually this bar that's going to turn into the teardrop. I keep saying bar, but it's exhaust pipe. So yeah, now I'm going to cut it out. So here it is right after I cut it. Still, you know, it's got the shape, but I've got a lot of cleaning up to do, making it more uniform. Now I noticed that does kind of taper back a little bit, whereas most people's are straight up and then over. It kind of just depends on what style bend that you got. Mine was a pretty open bend, not very tight radius like a U. Well, I'm going to work with it and see if it looks good. So I'm going to clean this up, make it a bit more uniform, take all the burrs off, and see how it turns out. Okay, so here's the teardrop after it's all cleaned up, and I cut it down because it was way too long to test fit. So cut it straight off of there. This is kind of going to be what it looks like, and I've marked where I want to cut the side skirt, where it looks like it'll line up pretty good if I can cut it right there and then get that pipe to meet up to it. So I'm going to get this cut out, and hopefully it's in a good area, and start building onto that pipe to try and meet it up to here. So I was editing this video and I realized that I've done some more work to this that I didn't capture. So I wanted to show you all that I've got some styling going on, I guess you could say. So these louvers are actually marketed for like a Ford Focus, Ford RS. Actually, they kind of go on like the hood. You can kind of see how that would work. But I'm basically designed them for the side skirts, and I cut this one out already to fit this wastegate dump. So I just wanted to show you guys what that is pretty much going to look like. So I'm not going to be able to hold it perfectly, but that is that's what it's going to look like. So that's kind of the finished product. Hopefully, you know, the plan of this car is to paint it red, and then the side skirts will be red too. So that black vent with the wastegate pipe dump is going to look pretty cool, I think. So thanks for watching. See you later.